is holy. No flesh shall stand in your presence. Every knee must bow, every tongue will confess that you are Lord. Every kingdom must bow, every tongue will confess you are Lord. Father, you are Lord. After this, I looked and saw a door having been opened in heaven.
You are not a Muslim bowing on a mat. You're a lover. A lover who wants to be captured by him, taken by him, possessed by him. Inside, outside, sideways. That's why you prostrate yourself. Songs of Solomon. Love, love, love. Like a flower that blossoms. Oh, they smell so good, don't they, in the spring? Oh, I love it, love it. Okay. God to Israel again. Only a little more. I just want to give you a little more flavor of his personality. To you now, he says. This is chapter 4. Behold, you are lovely, my beloved. Behold, you are lovely. Your very appearances radiates dove-like constancy. Your very appearance to me radiates dove-like constancy. Did you ever hear me talk like this? Do you ever talk like this? I never talk like this. This one is romantic. Dove-like constancy. I've never heard of a term like that. Dove-like constancy. But I know it's good. It's real good. Dove-like constancy. Yeah, does everybody understand? Is everybody understanding what we're talking about here? This is what it is. It's not a religion. It's not a religion. The Martha is the religion. The Mary is the lover. It's not chores. It's not about doing. It's not about doing. It's about making love. Making love. Making love. Making love with the Lord. Making spiritual love with the Lord. Romantic bride and groom. 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 Because, again, you see, prostration is the equivalent of making love in the natural. Before you get married, you say vows, you date your wife, but finally after the marriage, you go away and you have intimacy with your husband and wife. It consummates the covenant. When you prostrate, it is the equivalent of bringing together this covenant. That's why the Lord said, do not prostrate yourself before anybody. Please, I can put up with you. You disbelieve sometimes. I can put up with this. Please, don't do this to me. Don't do this. Don't have any relations with some other God. I love you too much. That's how powerful this is. Do you understand now what God is showing us? He has us right at the right hand of the Father. Christ is with us right now. The Holy Spirit. He has to give this to you. You're the priest. He's calling you to be his priest. You have to have this inside you so as you worship. Your worship is pure. To know who he is. To know, yes, I'm supposed to love him. Yes, I'm supposed to design him. Yes, spiritually. Yes, spiritually. Spiritually. Spiritual intercourse will result in spiritual pregnancy, which will result in spiritual birth. Let's say it again. Spiritual intercourse will result in spiritual pregnancy, which will result in spiritual birth. If you don't make love in the natural, you will not have a baby. If you don't make love in the spirit, you will not have a baby. Impossible. Simple? You have captured my heart, my sister. Listen to what the Lord is saying to you today. God's talking to you now. He's speaking to you now. He's saying, you have captured my heart. Do you know who you are? You have captured my heart. My sister or bride, you have captured my heart with but one of your virtues. Only one of your virtues you captured my heart with. That's who you are. Only one of your virtues did you capture my heart. And you say, why me? We don't know. We don't know. But don't question when a groom comes and falls in love with you. Just say, wow. Oh, yes, I'll run away with you now. You have captured his eyes with only one of your virtues. But I'm fat, I'm this, I'm that. We've heard it in the now. I'm fat, I'm blind, I am in love with you, I am in love with you, I am in love with you, I am in love with you. That's why I want to spend time with you. I want to spend time with you. Don't you understand this? I want you in the secret place. In the secret place with me. First to love you, then to empower you, to protect you.
Glory, glory.
And have you take my laws to my people. That's what he's saying here today. Do you understand? Do you hear him? It's so simple why he's called you. Are you going to take this call or are you going to forget in 3 weeks? The sweetness of Torah drips from your lips. He's talking here. Like honey and milk. You want to know how much he loves you to read that word? I said, you want to know how much he loves you to read that word? He is the word. He says the sweetness of Torah drips from your lips. That's how he speaks. Are you uncomfortable? That's how he speaks. I'm not saying it, he is. The sweetness of Torah drips from your lips. The words you speak about me when you pray. When you pray.
Yes.
Oh, God. It lies under your tongue. I'm captured by your gaze when you pray. I'm captured by your gaze. Your groom is calling you today. I don't know what else or how else I can allow this vessel to call you. I believe that if you can't take this call today, you just don't want to take the call. I just believe that. He is calling you as his high priest today. He's calling you as his bride today to have a love affair with him. He who has ears, listen to what the Spirit is saying to you today. He who has eyes, see what the Spirit is showing you today. No more of one day yes, the next day no. 5 days good marriage, 4 days bad marriage. 1 day at a time. 1 day at a time. Lord, allow me to honor you just for the rest of today. In everything I think, everything I say, everything I do. Tomorrow morning, we start again with a new communion. The Lord said, just don't worry about tomorrow. We'll take the communion now. Praise God. I am so happy with the Lord. The cereal was put on the altar. We don't have to put cereal any longer. Our hearts and our songs are the offering. The second divine form of worship was called liquids and libations of oil. We don't have to any longer put a liquid on the altar because Jesus' blood is the liquid. He said, not one of these laws will be destroyed, but only fulfilled. The third divine form of worship is called slaughterings. We priests used to take the animals and put them on the altar. But we have the animal that was butchered once and for all, and that was the Lamb of God, Jesus Christ. The fourth form of divine worship is called prostration. This is the one offering that was never fulfilled, but is to be offered for eternity. Does everybody understand? This will put the close and the proof on everything that you know as a priest. Unless there's four forms of divine worship offered in a sanctuary, the offering is not correct. It is incomplete. It is just that way. Again, the first is the cereal offering, which represents our song and our harp. The second divine form of worship is liquids and libations of oil. We no longer have to do that because we have the blood. The third divine form of worship of offerings was the slaughterings. That was the animal. Christ's body was the animal. The fourth form of divine worship is prostration. That's the one that never had a fulfillment, but something that's a continuing on for eternity, just as he spoke before in Isaiah. That's why you are a priest now of the living God, because you are offering the four offerings required by heaven. That's as simple as I can make it. You know it through the Word, through the Spirit, and this is what's going to take the offering when you worship. Make it perfect.